I'm 80 years old, and I'm about to tell you the one thing I wish someone had grabbed me by the shoulders and said before it was too late. My name's on a waiting list right now, not for some vacation or a new car, for a room, a bed, a place where they decide when I eat, when I sleep, and when I get to see the sun. And the worst part? I convinced myself this was the responsible choice. Before we go any further, do me a favor. Drop a comment below and tell me your age and where you're watching from. City, state, country, doesn't matter. I want to know who's hearing this, because what I'm about to share could change the next 20, 30, 40 years of your life. Go ahead, I'll wait. If you scroll past this video, you will make the same mistake I did, and by the time you realize it, the doors will have already closed behind you. I'm not talking about some distant problem you'll deal with later. I'm talking about a decision you're making right now, today, by not making one at all. You think nursing homes are for people who have no other choice. I thought that too. I was wrong. And that mistake is going to cost me the rest of my life. Don't let it cost you yours. You think you're too young to worry about this? That's exactly what I thought at 65, then 70, then 75, and now I'm here, 80 years old, and the choice I thought I'd always have is gone. So here's my question to you. How many more years are you going to wait before you realize you're building a prison you can't escape? I was born in 1946, right after the war ended. Grew up in a little town outside Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. My dad worked the steel mills. My mom kept the house and raised 4 of us kids in a 2-bedroom walk-up that smelled like cabbage and coal dust. I learned early that you work hard, you save your money, and you take care of your own. That's what men did. That's what I did. I got a job at the phone company in 1964, right out of high school. Worked my way up from installer to regional manager over 37 years. Married my wife Linda in 1968. We had 2 kids, a boy and a girl. We bought a house in the suburbs in 1973. 3 bedrooms, a garage, a backyard with a grill. The American dream, right? I believed that if I just kept my head down, did my job, saved for retirement, I'd be fine. I'd be taken care of. My kids would visit. I'd have my independence, my dignity. I believed the system I paid into my whole life would protect me. I believed my family would always be close. I believed I'd have choices. I was so sure of it, I never asked what would happen if I was wrong. It was March of 2021. I was 75. Linda had been gone for 2 years. Cancer. The house felt too big, too quiet. My son lived in California. My daughter was in North Carolina. They called on Sundays, sometimes. I'd had a fall that winter, nothing serious. Slipped on some ice, bruised my hip, but it scared me. I started thinking about what happens if I fall again and no one's there. What if I can't get up? What if I can't reach the phone? So I started looking into options. That's what they call them, options. Independent living, assisted living, memory care, nursing homes. I went to a few open houses. They all looked the same. Bright lobbies, smiling staff, brochures with old people laughing over bingo and birthday cake. I met with a woman named Janet. She wore a blazer and too much perfume, and she walked me through the community. That's what she called it, a community. She showed me the dining hall, the activity room, the little apartments with the kitchenettes. She said, "You'll never be alone here. You'll have friends, you'll have care, you'll have peace of mind." And I believed her, because I wanted to, because I was tired of being alone in that house, because I thought this was the smart thing to do, the responsible thing. I signed papers that day, put down a deposit, got on a waiting list. I told myself I was planning ahead. I told myself I was being practical. I didn't realize I was giving up. It took me a year to figure out what I'd done. By then I'd sold the house. I'd moved into a small apartment while I waited for my spot to open up. I got rid of most of my stuff, furniture, books, Linda's things. I kept telling myself I was downsizing, simplifying, but really I was erasing myself. I threw away photo albums because I didn't have room. I gave away tools I'd used for 40 years because I wouldn't need them anymore. I donated clothes, dishes, the grill from the backyard. I kept one suitcase of memories and convinced myself that was enough. Then one day I was sitting in that apartment, staring at the four walls, and I realized I'd made a terrible mistake. I wasn't preparing for the future. I was surrendering to it. I'd traded my life for the promise of safety, and safety, I learned, is just another word for control. I didn't choose a nursing home because I needed one. I chose it because I was afraid. Afraid of being a burden. Afraid of being alone. Afraid of dying in a house with no one to find me. And that fear made me do something I can never undo. I gave away my independence before anyone even asked me to. The losses started small. I stopped getting invited to family things, not because they didn't want me there, but because I wasn't part of the rhythm anymore. I didn't have a house to host Thanksgiving. I didn't have a yard for the grandkids to play in. I became a guest in my own family. Then I lost my routines. I used to go to the hardware store on Saturdays. I used to get breakfast at the diner on Sundays. I used to walk to the library on Tuesdays. All of that gone. Because I didn't live anywhere anymore. I was just waiting. Then I lost my identity. People stopped asking me what I thought about things. They started asking me how I was feeling, if I needed anything, if I was okay. I went from being a man with opinions and a life to being someone people worried about. And the worst part? I let it happen. I didn't fight it. I didn't say, "No, I'm not doing this. I'm staying in my house. I'm keeping my life." I just nodded and smiled and said, "It's for the best." But it wasn't for the best. It was for their peace of mind, not mine. I lost friends because I moved away from the neighborhood. I lost hobbies because I didn't have space or energy or reason. I lost the ability to wake up and decide what my day would look like. And now at 80, I've lost the ability to change my mind. Because the waiting list I'm on, It's about to call my name, and when it does, I don't have anywhere else to go. Here's the truth most people won't tell you. A nursing home isn't a last resort. It's a first trap. And once you step into it, even with good intentions, even with logic and plans and safety nets, you're handing over the pen that writes your story. Americans are taught to believe that growing old means letting go, downsizing, simplifying, preparing. But what we're really doing is practicing for invisibility. We're rehearsing for irrelevance. And by the time we realize it, we've already given away the tools we needed to build a different life. The trap isn't the nursing home itself. It's the belief that it's inevitable, that it's the only option, that it's what responsible adults do. I know people who went into assisted living at 70 and were dead by 73, not because they were sick, but because they stopped living. They stopped deciding. They stopped mattering to themselves. And here's the thing, nobody forced them. They chose it, just like I did, because we've been sold a story that says safety is more important than freedom, that convenience is more valuable than purpose, that being taken care of is better than taking care of yourself. It's a lie, and it's a lie that's costing us the last and maybe the best years of our lives. So let me ask you something, and I want you to really think about it. When was the last time you did something just because you wanted to? Not because you had to, not because someone expected it, but because it made you feel alive. How much of your life right now is already on autopilot? How many decisions are you making out of fear instead of desire? If you lost your job tomorrow, would you know what to do with your time? If your kids stopped calling, would you have a reason to get out of bed? If you couldn't drive anymore, would your world shrink to 4 walls? Because that's what happened to me. And it didn't start at 80, it started at 60, maybe earlier. I just didn't notice. So here's the real question. What are you giving up right now that you think you can get back later? Because I'm here to tell you, you can't. You think you'll travel after you retire. You think you'll make new friends when you have more time. You think you'll pick up that hobby, start that project, take that trip. But will you? Or will you do what I did? Will you wait until it's safer, until it's easier, until someone else makes the choice for you? Because that's what happens. The longer you wait, the fewer choices you have. And one day, you'll wake up and realize you've been living in a nursing home for years. You just didn't know it yet. I'm sitting in that small apartment right now, the one I moved into 5 years ago, the one I told myself was temporary. It still is, because in a few months, maybe sooner, I'll get the call. They'll tell me a room is ready, and I'll pack up that one suitcase and I'll go, because I don't have anywhere else. I don't have a house. I don't have a plan B. I built a life that led me here, step by step, choice by choice, and I can't go back. I see my kids twice a year if I'm lucky. I talk to strangers more than I talk to people who know my name. I spend most of my time waiting for meals, for appointments, for phone calls that don't come. This isn't living, it's rehearsing for the end. And the saddest part? I did this to myself, not because I had to, but because I thought I was supposed to. If I could go back and tell my 65-year-old self one thing, it'd be this: don't plan for safety, plan for aliveness. Because the nursing home isn't the danger. The real danger is spending 20 years preparing to go there. Thank you for watching. If this hit you somewhere deep, hit that like button and subscribe. This channel is about real-life advice from people who've lived it. Drop a comment below and tell me where you're watching from and how old you are. I want to know who's listening. Maybe your comment will wake someone else up before it's too late.